Gregory Keene continues the story from the penthouse of the Cunningham Towers. At 11:35 of the 26th day of the search for Bruno Kesselring, we're in a position to pull the NightShade gang to bits. By good management, the using of Stella Wilson as a pawn, and by luck, the statement of the NightShade affairs left behind by Nick Barnes, we have enough information to round up the gangsters and bring down our two game, Carlotta and Felix Huberman. And we're only up here in the apartment because Inspector Murray and his CIB have arrangements to make before they can raid Carlotta's house. Sherry's pouring drinks. Keep me quiet more than anything else. I can't stand the waiting about.
While Murray's briefing his men, Keene, you sit tight and like it.
Oh, like it be hanged.
Well, you haven't long to go and you'll be able to get up in front of Felix Huberman and do him a hornpipe.
Yes, Sherry, very funny.
If you could see yourself.
Oh, look, stop kidding me along like a child. You know what I'm after as well as I do.
Well, all you're getting, Keene, is another pink gin. You too, Cuts?
Yes, please, miss.
Oh, you know, I'm as pleased as I could be. You're back from that crazy stunt, and you're alive. And the police are taking over, not just one or two, but dozens of them. No, you're not getting yourself killed tonight, Gregory Keene, and I love it.
Well, I don't.
Oh, you're the invincible major of MI5. Anyone would think you were sore because the cops were stealing your piccolo obligato.
And what are you cackling about, Tom Cuts?
Now, don't you start on Tom Cuts, too.
Keene, how long is Magnani's driveway from the main gate to her front door?
90 yards, give or take 3.
Could you shoot from the gate to the door? I don't remember too well.
No, you couldn't. There's too much curve in it.
Aye.
Keene, if there's any shooting tonight, you lie flat on the ground. Do you hear me?
Oh, for heaven's sake, Sherry, will you look at the clock? I could be out there polishing off the last traces of this affair. But just because a gaggle of policemen think I've gone too far already, I have to sit here swilling gin.
Well, it's the best you can get.
If I could walk into that house with a gun in my hand...
Ah, but they have gangsters there. Or had you forgotten?
If Cuts and I could walk in there with Barnes' statement, we could reduce Magnani to a wreck and pull them to their smallest possible pieces.
Oh, relax.
But it's all so untidy. They're making an ordinary police affair with arrests duly made and statements to the papers.
Well, what more do you want?
I want them ripped wide open. Not held for months while the case against them is built up.
Listen, Keene. It'll be out of your hands altogether tomorrow, so you resign yourself to it.
It's out of my hands right now, and I'll never know what became of Bruno Kesselring.
Gregory Keene is alive?
Yes?
Gregory Keene alive?
Don't keep repeating it over and over again.
But the newspapers and the police.
That voice on the phone knew what I was talking about. We're done for.
Inspector Murray. Felix, they must have been watching you for weeks.
I'm done for. I'll hang. We killed Stella Wilson tonight. Give me the telephone.
Who are you going to ring?
Rico.
Don't go near the telephone, Felix.
Rico, Stephen, Louis, and Mike Guzik are the 4 who know what really goes on. The rest will only rank and file.
You can't use the telephone to get Rico.
I must know what happened tonight.
Pull yourself together. We have to think and we have to decide what to do.
I can't think.
Perhaps this will help you. It is possible that we have only minutes to decide our course, Felix.
Minutes. We haven't got that.
Oh, you are coming to pieces. We have to get time. Felix, we have to find just where we stand.
I can feel the ground slipping away under my feet. How could Keene be alive?
Oh, be quiet and let me think. Who's in this house? Louis, Weffel is at Cape Camry. Wolf and Helder are dead. Felix, if we could get hold of Mike Guzik.
Rico, Stephen, and Mike Guzik. If Keene's alive, we have to round him up.
If the worst has come to the worst, Felix, none of them can utter a word without mounting the gallows steps.
If they do, they'll take us with them.
Felix, there is only one thing to do now.
Well, name it.
Don't speak to me like that. I don't like it. Light a fire in the grate. Our records must be destroyed at once.
Can you destroy the records of us and Keene's mind?
Look, will you stop talking and do as I say?
Oh, very well.
While I'm opening the safe, ring for Louis. Give him the following instructions and see that he understands them. His life is at stake as well as our own.
What about him? Down in the water hole.
No, not yet, Felix. I've put it off and put it off. We can wait a little longer.
Can't leave him here.
There will be room.
All right, as you say. What do you want me to tell Louis?
Now listen carefully.
Yes.
He must take the car registered to Halda and go for my Guzik. Then, from a public box, he must get hold of Rico and Steven and arrange for them to meet us.
Well, that's the position, okay? Hello? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I beg your pardon, sir. What's that? Excuse me, sir. Pipe down, you chaps, will you? It's the AC. Can't hear a word on this one. Hello? Sorry, sir. Yes. Yes, that's being taken care of. Keene. That's all very well, sir, but Keene's been ahead of us all the way. Very well. Yes, very well, sir. Yes, I'll phone you from the house.
Did I get the gist of that correctly, Marion?
You ought to stay here.
The devil I am. If you chaps ever get around to making a move, I'm coming too.
You know, Keene, I don't know why you keep harping on haste. Why the deuce should there be any hurry, anyway?
If they shot Mendel and kidnapped Helen Linden for Nick Barnes' letter, they must know they haven't got it and it's around somewhere.
I'll pay that.
Well, if that's not enough to send them running for cover, what the devil is?
No one runs for cover from Magnani's house tonight. Huberman's there.
How do you know?
Well, he's neither at his office or his home. He's probably there.
Well, why shouldn't they be running for cover this minute?
Because we've a patrol car handy to block them if they try. What do you take us for?
Oh, get back where we started. I'm coming with you.
The AC said definitely not.
At a time like this, are you going to detail 2 characters to stand by and see that Cutts and I don't move?
It's just an order. If you can give me an alibi...
Oh, I'll give you 10.
Well, that'll take the AC off my neck. Come along for the ride by all means.
But how much longer? Do you realize it's been 12 minutes since I arrived back at this apartment?
Long enough for Huberman to get 12 miles if he was on the run, which he isn't.
You hope.
If he were, we'd have heard from the patrol car. And while we're waiting, what's this I hear about you and Cutts doing 60 miles an hour through the rain tonight without any lights?
No, Cutts was driving.
I don't care if the Archangel Gabriel was driving. It couldn't be done.
Sergeant Cutts, Inspector Murray.
Hello. It simply couldn't be done.
Ever heard of the Mille Miglia?
No.
It's a 1,000-mile road race the Italians have for fun every year.
It still couldn't be done.
Last year, a chap called Biondetti lost his lights between Brescia and Milan. He drove through a blinding snowstorm for close on 4 hours without lights in pitch darkness and he averaged 78 miles an hour.
I flatly refuse to believe it.
Well, it's a matter of recorded historical fact.
Would you have turned on your lights tonight if they'd started to get away from you?
Yes.
Honestly, Keene?
I've told you, yes.
It's had me worried. I tried hard to see your view, but I couldn't quite pay it.
Nobody was murdering Stella Wilson tonight, whether the show depended on it or not.
I'm glad to hear it.
He is human, Inspector.
There are times when you wouldn't know it, just the same.
Hello, dear. Yes, sir. Here you, Inspector.
Good. Ed? Yes, sir? Very well, sir. All cordoned off? Right. Yes, sir. That's right, sir. Yes. Well, I'll do what I can, sir. Pay attention, everyone. We're on our way.
Oh, that's it. I guess we should think...
Elliot, you're in the lead. Make it smart, but try not to connect with any trams. Now, get going.
What about me, chum?
You come along with me. Take off my front seat. When the AC goes for my hide, for Pete's sake, come out fighting.
No answer. House in darkness, no sign of your patrol car, and the house in darkness.
Oh, you and 2 men bust this door in. Stand back, King. In we go, after me. Can anyone find the lights?
Yeah, somewhere about here. Ah, here we are. Well, Murray, there was no hurry, was there? We've only arrived after the birds have flown. When the gremlins sit on my shoulder, I don't stand about. But tonight, when they perched there, I had no choice. So the hunt goes on. Somewhere they're running. Felix Huberman, Carlotta Magnani, something like £1 million in currency, and the knowledge of the fate of Bruno Kesselring. The hunt goes on.
Where are Huberman and Carlotta? Listen for the next chapter in this story of intrigue, Deadly Nightshade.